The story begins with Lisa standing on the observation deck of Terra Nova, her heart racing with excitement. The enormous planet ship was about to embark on its maiden voyage, and she was part of the crew making history. All around her, the air buzzed with anticipation as engineers, scientists, and explorers prepared for launch. Lisa, a skilled but inexperienced engineer, had dreamed of this moment for years. She glanced around at her crewmates, each one hand-picked for their expertise and dedication. There was Dr. Hughes, the chief scientist with a sharp mind and a quick wit, always ready with a joke to lighten the mood. Captain Reynolds, a seasoned space traveler, exuded calm and confidence, his presence reassuring to the entire crew. And then there was Sam, a fellow engineer who had become her closest friend during their training. "Can you believe it, Lisa?" Sam said, his eyes wide with excitement. "We're actually going to do this. We're going to sail through the stars on a planet." "I know," Lisa replied, her voice tinged with awe. "It's like something out of a dream." As the countdown began, the crew took their positions. Lisa and Sam headed to the engineering bay where they would monitor the ship's systems during launch. The room was a hive of activity, with technicians checking readouts and communicating with the command center. "All systems are go," Lisa reported, her fingers dancing over the control panel. "We're ready for launch." The voice of Captain Reynolds came over the intercom, steady and clear. "Prepare for liftoff in T-minus 10 seconds. Lisa held her breath as the countdown reached 0. A deep rumble echoed through Terra Nova, and the massive engines roared to life. Slowly, majestically, the planet ship lifted off from its dock, ascending into the vastness of space. Cheers erupted from the crew as the blue curve of Earth shrank behind them. "Goodbye, Earth," Sam whispered, a hint of melancholy in his voice. "Hello, New Horizons." The first few hours of the journey were smooth, with everyone settling into their routines. Lisa marveled at the seamless integration of advanced technology with the natural environment of the planet ship. Trees, rivers, and even small animals had been preserved, creating a surreal blend of Earth and spaceship. As the ship cruised through space, Lisa found herself on a break, standing on a balcony overlooking a lush forest. The stars twinkled above, a breathtaking sight. She was soon joined by Dr. Hughes, who handed her a cup of coffee. "Quite the view, isn't it?" he said, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. "Makes you wonder what we'll find out there." Lisa nodded, sipping her coffee. "I just hope we're ready for whatever comes our way." "That's the spirit," Dr. Hughes replied with a grin. "And with a crew like ours, I'm sure we'll handle it." Just as they were beginning to relax, a sudden jolt rocked the ship. Alarms blared and the intercom crackled to life with Captain Reynolds' urgent voice. "All hands to stations. We have a situation." Lisa's heart pounded as she rushed back to the engineering bay. The screens were lit up with warning signals, and her colleagues were already working frantically to identify the problem. "It's the propulsion system!" Sam shouted over the noise. "We're experiencing unexpected fluctuations!" Lisa jumped into action, her mind racing as she analyzed the data. She and Sam worked side by side, their hands flying over the controls. Despite the chaos, Lisa felt a surge of determination. They had trained for this. They could handle it. After what felt like an eternity, the alarms finally ceased. The propulsion system stabilized, and the immediate danger passed. The crew let out a collective sigh of relief. "Good work, everyone," Captain Reynolds said over the intercom. "Crisis averted. Let's stay sharp and continue our journey." As the tension eased, Lisa exchanged a relieved smile with Sam. They had faced their first challenge and come through it stronger. Little did they know this was only the beginning of the trials and wonders that awaited them on their voyage aboard Terra Nova. Lisa and Sam barely had time to catch their breath before new issues started cropping up. Days blended together as the crew faced one technical glitch after another. Exhaustion began to set in, but so did camaraderie. The engineers, scientists, and explorers rallied together, each person contributing their expertise. One particularly long night, Lisa found herself elbow-deep in machinery, her mind focused on solving a stubborn problem with the environmental controls. Beside her, Sam was working on a different section, his face a mask of concentration. "Pass me that wrench," Lisa said, her voice muffled. Sam handed it over, his eyes not leaving his own task. Do you think it's sabotage? He asked, finally breaking the silence. Lisa paused, considering. I don't know, it feels too random. More like a series of unfortunate coincidences. Dr. Hughes entered the room looking more haggard than usual, but still managing a smile. How's it going in here? We're getting there, Lisa replied, wiping sweat from her brow. But it's slow going. The scientist nodded, glancing at their progress. Keep at it. We need this fixed if we're going to keep our oxygen levels stable. As they worked, strange phenomena began to occur. Clocks displayed erratic times, and crew members reported seeing fleeting, inexplicable visions. One day, while running diagnostics, Lisa saw a brief image of a planet with strange, glowing rings on her monitor. It disappeared before she could react. Did you see that? She asked Sam, who was hunched over his own screen. See what? He replied, not looking up. Never mind, Lisa said, shaking her head. Probably just a glitch. Later, during a meal in the mess hall, the crew discussed these oddities. Captain Reynolds sat at the head of the table, his expression serious. We need to figure out what's causing these anomalies, he said. It's not just technical problems anymore. Could be something external, Dr. Hughes suggested. Space is full of unknowns. As they talked, Lisa's mind wandered back to the vision she had seen. What if it wasn't just a glitch? What if something or someone was trying to communicate with them? Her thoughts were interrupted by another sudden jolt. This time the lights flickered, and a strange, eerie sound echoed through the ship. Not again, Sam muttered, jumping up from his seat. The crew sprang into action, racing to their stations. Lisa's pulse quickened as she navigated the corridors, the ship's unsettling sounds filling her ears. Back in the engineering bay, she quickly scanned the systems. There's nothing wrong with the machinery, she said, frustration creeping into her voice. But something is definitely affecting us. Captain Reynolds' voice came over the intercom, steady but tense. We're picking up a signal. It's unlike anything we've encountered before. All hands, be on alert. Lisa and Sam exchanged worried glances. Looks like we're in for another long night, he said, trying to lighten the mood. Wouldn't have it any other way, Lisa replied, though her stomach churned with a mix of fear and excitement. Hours passed as the crew worked to decode the mysterious signal. It was unlike any known language or pattern, but Lisa felt a strange familiarity. She couldn't shake the feeling that it was connected to the visions and anomalies they had experienced. Just as dawn approached, a breakthrough came. Dr. Hughes managed to isolate part of the signal, revealing a series of repeating symbols. We're not alone out here, he said, his voice barely a whisper. And whatever's out there, it's trying to communicate with us. As the realization sank in, a heavy silence filled the room. The crew of Terra Nova had ventured into the unknown, and now the unknown was reaching back. As Terra Nova entered the uncharted region of space, the mysterious signal grew stronger. The crew worked tirelessly to decipher its meaning, feeling both the thrill of discovery and the weight of uncertainty. Lisa couldn't shake the feeling that something significant was about to happen. One evening, while Lisa was deep in thought, Captain Reynolds called a meeting in the command center. The room was abuzz with speculation as the crew gathered. We've pinpointed the source of the signal, Captain Reynolds announced. It's coming from a nearby star system. We're altering course to investigate. The decision sparked a mix of excitement and apprehension among the crew. As Terra Nova approached the star system, the signal became clearer. The repeating symbols began to form patterns, hinting at a complex language. Dr. Hughes and his team worked around the clock, finally managing to translate a portion of the message. It's an invitation, he revealed. They want us to meet them. The news sent a ripple through the crew. An alien civilization was reaching out to them. The possibilities were endless, but so were the risks. As Terra Nova drew closer to the source, they were greeted by a stunning sight. Orbiting a large, vibrant planet was an enormous structure, unlike anything humanity had ever seen. It glittered with lights and emitted a gentle, welcoming glow. Captain Reynolds addressed the crew, his voice filled with resolve. This is it, people. We're making contact. I want everyone on high alert, but let's approach with open minds. Lisa joined the landing party, her heart pounding as they prepared to meet the aliens. The shuttle descended towards the structure, and Lisa gazed out the window, marveling at the intricate designs and advanced technology. They landed smoothly, and a group of tall, elegant beings greeted them. Their skin shimmered in hues of blue and green, and their eyes held an ancient wisdom. Through a series of gestures and translated phrases, they introduced themselves as the Celarans. One of the Celarans, who seemed to be a leader, stepped forward. "Welcome, travelers. We are honored by your presence." Captain Reynolds responded with a respectful bow. "We are honored to meet you. We come in peace and seek knowledge." The Celarans led the humans into their city, a breathtaking blend of nature and technology. As they walked, Lisa noticed strange, glowing plants and animals that seemed to resonate with the same energy as the Celarans. During their discussions, the Celarans explained the nature of the anomalies and the signal. "We have been monitoring your journey," the leader said. "We wanted to ensure you were prepared for the challenges ahead." Lisa felt a mix of awe and curiosity. "What kind of challenges?" The Celaran leader's eyes grew serious. "The universe is vast and full of dangers, but it is also full of allies. We believe your journey is of great importance, and we wish to help you." The following days were filled with exchanges of knowledge and technology. The Celarans shared insights that helped resolve Terra Nova's technical issues and revealed the secrets behind the strange phenomena they had encountered. Lisa spent time with a Celaran engineer, learning about their advanced systems. She was amazed at how seamlessly their technology integrated with the natural world. "Your ship is a marvel," the Celaran engineer said, "but it is your spirit of exploration and cooperation that truly impresses us." As their time with the Celarans drew to a close, the two groups formed a tentative alliance. The Celarans provided Terra Nova with crucial upgrades and guidance for the journey ahead. Back on the planet ship, Lisa reflected on the experience. The encounter had broadened her perspective and filled her with a renewed sense of purpose. Humanity was not alone, and the universe held both wonders and allies beyond their wildest dreams. As Terra Nova resumed its journey, the crew felt a sense of unity and hope. They were no longer just a planet ship drifting through space. They were pioneers, part of a larger tapestry of life and discovery. With newfound knowledge and technology, Terra Nova resumed its journey toward their destination galaxy. The crew, now more united and determined than ever, worked seamlessly together. Lisa marveled at how the Celaran upgrades had enhanced their systems, making their journey smoother and more efficient. As days turned into weeks, Lisa found herself reflecting on their mission. The encounters with the Celarans had changed her. She felt a deeper sense of purpose and a stronger bond with her crewmates. She often spent her evenings talking with Sam, their conversations ranging from technical challenges to philosophical musings about their place in the universe. One evening, as they gazed at the stars from the observation deck, Sam broke the comfortable silence. "Do you ever wonder what it'll be like when we finally get there?" Lisa smiled, her eyes distant. "Every day, I imagine it'll be a mix of excitement and relief, but mostly I think it'll be a new beginning." The days passed swiftly as Terra Nova approached its target galaxy. The crew worked tirelessly, preparing for the complex task of establishing a new civilization. The excitement was palpable, tempered with the understanding of the monumental challenges ahead. One morning, Captain Reynolds called a meeting in the command center. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation. "We've entered the outer edges of our destination galaxy," he announced. "It's time to choose our new home." The crew reviewed data from numerous planets within the galaxy, each offering different potential for human settlement. After much deliberation, they chose a planet that seemed most hospitable: lush landscapes, abundant water, and a climate similar to Earth's. As Terra Nova descended towards their new home, the crew gathered in the observation deck, watching in awe. The planet's surface came into view, revealing vast forests, towering mountains, and shimmering oceans. It was everything they had hoped for and more. Captain Reynolds's voice echoed through the ship. "Prepare for landing. This is it, everyone. Our new beginning." The landing was smooth, and the crew stepped onto the surface of their new world. The air was fresh, the sky a brilliant blue. There was a moment of silence as they took it all in, the reality of their achievement sinking in. Lisa felt a surge of emotion as she looked around. "We did it," she whispered. tears of joy in her eyes. Sam grinned, clapping her on the back. We sure did. Now the real work begins. The crew quickly got to work, setting up temporary shelters and starting the process of establishing a permanent settlement. They worked tirelessly, their spirits high. The sense of camaraderie and shared purpose was stronger than ever. Lisa found herself leading several engineering projects, her confidence growing with each successful task. She often thought back to the challenges they had faced and how they had overcome them, drawing strength from those experiences. One evening, as the sun set over their new home, the crew gathered for a celebratory meal. Captain Reynolds stood, raising a glass. "To Terra Nova and to new beginnings," he said. "We've come a long way, and there's still much to do. But together, we will build a future here." The crew cheered, their voices filled with hope and determination. Lisa looked around at her friends and colleagues, feeling a deep sense of pride and belonging. As the stars appeared in the night sky, Lisa and Sam found a quiet spot to talk. "Do you think we'll ever see Earth again?" Sam asked, his voice thoughtful. "Maybe," Lisa replied, smiling, "but for now, this is our home, and I think we're going to make something truly amazing here." Sam nodded, his eyes reflecting the stars above. "Here's to the journey and to all the adventures still to come." And so, with hearts full of hope and eyes set on the future, the crew of Terra Nova began their new life on a distant world, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They had embarked on the greatest journey of their lives and discovered that the true spirit of exploration was not just about reaching new destinations, but about growing and thriving together.